Hey guys, Huzzy here bringing you another video. Now welcome to the video that we do every single year, Huzzy's New Year's video. So this technically for me will be the first video uploaded in 2021 because I upload at midnight every day, and then because it's midnight of January the 1st, 2021. Most of you watching are probably American though, so you're still back in 2020. But this video we do every year. It's kind of a reflection on the last year and then a kind of moving forward, what am I wanting out of the next year. But obviously I will say this one has to be a little bit different than the normal structure, and really the conversation is going to be a little bit different because we all have been impacted by obviously something. Again, YouTube doesn't want us to specifically say what that thing, but you know, corona. And yeah, so that kind of ruined the plans a lot for 2020. So this video is just going to be kind of like a real talk of how have I done this year, and then what am I wanting for the upcoming year. But the first thing I actually have to do is just thank you everybody. Like this year hasn't been easy for all of us, and it's been a bit weird, and I just want to thank you for helping me also get through it. Some people have messaged me, and I've had wonderful messages throughout the year saying my content has helped them. Kind of just 2 videos a day, they know that's coming. Or if you're a stream viewer, you know for a few hours, 5 days a week, you can watch Huzzy, and you can kind of just lose yourself a little bit. But you guys have also helped me. You know, putting myself into my content and into my streaming has definitely helped me more than hurt me. And yeah, like it's just been a wonderful overall experience that I know that I can, my content has helped people this year. So for that, thank you, and hopefully we'll be in for a better 2021 overall. But this year, 2020, I do want this video to be overall a happy video, but I can't, you know, this video is where I'm a little bit more real with how I've been doing, and this year has not been great. For obvious reasons. That is obviously the big obvious one, is we all have been kind of locked in a little bit. And for the most part, that hasn't changed my life too much. But if you go back and watch like the last year of this, I was really hyped for 2020. It had a good ring to it. Many people, I think, wanted to do things because it was the start to a new decade. It had a certain ring to it, you know. And I got really down. I don't know how obvious it was, but I got really down, you know, March, April time, when the first kind of big lockdown hit in the UK, because I had so many plans in my head of what to do and events to go to, and then it kind of all was like all cancelled. And I just want to make it clear that, you know, this is my video. People have had it worse than me. I am in like reality of I haven't had it that bad, but I did get really down. You know, it's all relative to you as an individual, and I did get really down, and I struggled a lot. And I'll say just big shout out first and foremost, Vixie has been a great friend this year. Like we played a lot of Valorant. Our stream communities got really close. It's been an overall really good experience. So she helped me a lot at the beginning of the year, especially. And yeah, we played a lot of Valorant, and that helped me kind of get through things. I did get a little bit better mentally. It took a little while, but I did. And then we can kind of go on to the next thing of we moved out. That was another big thing, like a big tick in the box that I was like, I did it. Yeah, that was a bad idea. So I've mentioned a couple times that obviously I moved out, had the place for about a month, and some of you may remember, but I properly broke down on stream. It was the only time that I think I've ever properly broken down in front of a lot of people. But luckily for me, I've got a wonderful community, and people kind of understood. But I broke down for a couple of reasons, and the main things, and again, you can learn from me, I guess, was the house was too big. And, you know, every kid dreams of having, I'm going to have a big house. It was massive. It was a 4-bedroom, 3-story house. And, you know, I thought going, this is going to be fantastic. No. For a family, sure, probably great. For an individual guy at the time, wasn't good. I never felt safe in the house. And also, that was one element. The house was just simply too big. It made you feel even more alone because there were so many rooms. It's just something you don't really think about when you're getting a bigger property. But the second thing was sound. So the house was a joined house to another, and we didn't think it would be an issue with me streaming. Turns out it was. I never could have the confidence to stream late at night, or even when I was streaming from there, I never even felt like it was a good thing to do anyway. So that kind of sucked, and that was like a big negative overall experience. And what I would say was it took me a little while to recover mentally from that, because I knew coming home was the better option, because we were also in a pandemic. Let's not forget about that. So no one could legally visit me. I didn't have any of my friends coming over or anything. So I couldn't stream the times I wanted to hit more the Americans late at night. The house was too big, and I was alone in the end of the day. So it was overall a negative experience, and my mental did get hurt quite a lot from it. Like, put it this way, when I came back to the family house on the day that I had kind of the breakdown, this is my bedroom, obviously, and I slept on the floor. I was in that much of a, like, I don't know, like a bad way. I was like, no, I'm sleeping on the floor in my bedroom just so I know that I'm back home. And because I knew it was the right decision to move back, but what I was going through was I felt like a massive loser, like a massive, massive loser. Like, it was hard to explain, but all I'll say now, we're now many months down the line. That was July. I don't feel like a loser anymore. I have fully been like, it was the correct decision to move back, especially that I don't think anybody expected the pandemic to still be around, kinda. It's still here. We're in our peak numbers really here in the UK ever. So it still very much is here right now. And if I was alone over there with also the pandemic continuing, I think it would have been even worse. But again, the move, just to say, I learned a lot from it. We can move forward, and I will be looking to move out again in 2021. I own all the stuff for a house. I did furnish a house. I bought TVs, sofas. I spent a lot of money, a whole kitchen, So all of that is in storage, and I will be looking to move out in 2021. A few months ago, when people asked me that, I was like, oh, I'm going to start looking in January. Fully transparent, I'm not. The pandemic is the main reason. It's still here. We can't do things. My friends can't visit. Hell, even my girlfriend wouldn't be able to legally visit me anyway. So that would be overall still probably a quite negative experience, even if I found the right house. And obviously I know what to look for now. Until the pandemic calms down, no moving out. And I would probably estimate, people are saying about April is when things should get quite a bit better, with the vaccine going out more, and we're obviously in quarantine again here in mainly in the UK. So hopefully by April things will calm down, and maybe April, May, then we'll move out again for the summer. So that will be that. So that's the whole move stuff. But I'm in a better place now mentally, all about that. But it did take its toll a little bit. And by the way, still maintain 2 videos a day every single day, with also that all going on, with moving out initially and then dealing with the mental stuff of coming back home. Still maintain 2 videos a day. I don't know how I did that, but I did. Next up, we can kind of talk about fitness and health. So fitness and health has been mixed for me in 2020. So we got, obviously, the end of 2019 to the beginning of 2020 was like my main weight loss bulk. And I did really well. I started about 215 to 220 pounds at the 2019, and I got down to my lowest of around 165 pounds. I actually did get a bit lower than that as well, but that wasn't for healthy reasons. That was actually with the move. A week or so that I was actually over there, I was in such a bad mental place that I didn't eat. So I actually got lower, and when I came home, my family was very worried about me. But my healthy weight was what in the UK we call 12 stone, which 12 stone dead is 12 times 14. That's 168 pounds is where my kind of healthy weight is. That's 12 stone dead, 160, but oh yeah. Right now I weigh about 180. So I already have, the last few days actually been cutting a bit. Exercising has gone up a little bit more, and I've actually cut like 4 or 5 pounds already. And January for me actually hasn't begun, and that's actually going to be a really big cut month for me, going back to 1 meal a day and everything. But I would say overall, 2020, even though I got really low and then I gained a little bit of weight back, I gained the weight back because of just the mental things of dealing with the move coming home, then lockdowns. It's just been poop. Christmas time, didn't even see family and stuff. So it has sucked overall. So I don't mind that I gained a bit of weight back. I really, really don't. But January 2021, in a much better mental place. I am looking to hit 2021 really hard with with fitness. And the cool thing is, and it might even be part of the thumbnail, is I recently hit a deadlift PB. With gyms being closed around half the year, to hit a new PB on deadlift, and I probably had a little bit more in the tank, but yeah, I was really happy with it. 160 kilogram deadlift. And here's the funny thing. So that was a couple weeks ago before Christmas. I actually had, with me recording this, a gym session yesterday. And because gyms are closed, I actually train outside now with my trainer. We keep social distance. We're outside. It's all within the rules of lockdown. Yesterday, I was doing quite an intense deadlift session again, because I love deadlift. And we were doing 140 kilogram deadlifts, which, by the way, was over my past max. We were doing 2 reps each set, and I think I did 8 sets maybe, and it was easy as hell. And my trainer was a little bit shocked, going, "You're already doing 140 kilo for reps, which is just below your PB. You've probably already gotten stronger. Like, my PB probably is already higher than 160 if I attempted another PB." And that's a really cool feeling. Like, that honestly is great. And those 140 reps as well, was without straps. I wasn't using straps for that. I was just doing mixed grip. So in my strengths for 2020, I'll say I'm insanely happy with how I've done with strength. My muscle and everything. And, the funny thing with the scale and everything, Huzzy put on some weight. Some of that is definitely muscle. My arms are getting much bigger. If you go on the thumbnail, the deadlift video, etc., like, my arms are actually getting there quite a lot. Like, they are muscular. That's weight. Like, that, it's not just fat, it's muscle that I am putting on. My stomach is becoming more defined, so my shoulders are actually starting to get more defined too. So some of the weight that I've obviously put on for this year has not just been fat, like put it back on, it's been muscles. So that's not bad. Strength I'm really happy with. And 2021, so let's talk about that. So technically tomorrow, my new barbell is arriving. So yes, I am investing in my home gym setup even more. I ordered myself a Rogue Fitness barbell, which is a little bit extreme because they are very good. And I'm going to be very soon ordering new plates. Right now at home, I think I only have 100 kilo worth of weight plates, which obviously I need to have way more. But at home, I can just kind of work on some of my weaker things like bench press and stuff like that for now. And then until when more plates become available, I can add more plates and therefore be able to kind of go up to what is my first goal of 2021, 200 kilogram deadlift. So 200 kilogram deadlift is a 440 pound deadlift. My trainer thinks we can easily get it in the first 6 months of the year. I think I can do it actually quite quicker because I am kind of doing a challenge January. If you guys want to join in, feel free. I'm actually really pumped for it. I'm going to be completely honest, I've already started it, even though it's not January. But the diet's back, so 1 meal a day, no carbs, no sugar, so purely protein pretty much for a month, with also taking multivitamins, so I do get kind of vitamins in my body. And then I'm exercising 5 days a week. So 5 days a week exercise, but actually doing stuff 7 days a week. I got this roller recently that you put it on the floor and you kind of roll your whole body. It's fantastic for your core. I'll be doing that every single day, even including gym days. But yeah, so I'll be probably actively training 4 days a week. The 5th day will actually probably be something cardio related. So going for a walk or something like that, and I'll count that as exercise, playing Pokemon Go, going for a run, whatever it may be. But yeah, basically being active, properly active 5 days a week. And to help me with that, I actually also have on the way, and you can tell that I'm getting into fitness a lot more. It's not sponsored, but it's called a Whoop. It's a fitness tracker. It's taking over the sports world. It's quite expensive what it is. That you can get it for free, but then it's £25 a month. And it's an app that is attached to a fitness tracker that you wear, and it tracks most things about you. For me, the big thing that I wanted to track my sleep and recovery rate, because then I know when I'm waking up how much I should push it the next day. That's really valuable when you're really wanting to take fitness seriously. So for me, 2020, I've got some pretty big goals. Weight ones, fitness ones, body percent fat ones. I think it's going to be a really cool year when it comes to fitness with me, because I've done most of the weight loss that I've ever needed. I've got a little bit more to go. It's always this area, man. This is the hard area to lose it for, I think, for most people, but that'll be good. And then, yeah, just going to get more stronger. And there's a small chance that I want to potentially enter some power powerlifting competitions, which is bench press, squat, and deadlift combined. Your 3 scores get added up, and that's your overall score. There's a chance we might be able to do that. That will be fun. So that's fitness stuff. Overall a positive, and I'm looking forward very much to 2021. Now let's move on to content and stuff. Let's start with the YouTube channel. So the YouTube channel has been very weird in 2020. Was very weird in 2020. Some of the best moments I've ever had on the YouTube channel. And at the moment, it's in a bit of a dip. So I'm overall okay with it. Trust me, I've been around for a long time, and older YouTube channels aren't designed to do as well unless you made it to the big leagues before your channel kind of got old. So I'm fully expecting that. But this year, at the beginning, May, April time, this channel was doing amazing with 1.3 roughly million views a month. It was great. Then we also had some of our, again, peak video views on individual videos. Our Yone one blew up. Our Rel one didn't do bad. Like, we've had some really good individual videos blow up this year. So overall, I'm happy with that. Income-wise, the YouTube channel has always been fine. I'm not a greedy person. It is fine. The YouTube channel by itself is enough for me to do this as a job. And then you plus sponsors and you plus the stream. Obviously, I'm in a very comfortable place, and that's great to say. So overall, thank you very much for being in the YouTube audience. It's been good, and hopefully the YouTube channel will bounce back a little bit in 2021. Because, yeah, it has dipped a little bit. I don't exactly know why. I think it's a combination of there could be some YouTube errors. There always is. But then I also think it's because obviously season 2020, I did take more casual. And that was because I just kind of had to. So it's kind of probably the casualness mixed with, obviously and I fully admit, have been focusing a bit on the stream this year. And that was kind of intentional, but not for probably the reasons people thought. The reasons that it was maybe seemed that, oh, Huzz is kind of talking to his Twitch chat more in videos and all that stuff is because, again, I kind of needed it for the mental. Just to have that kind of interaction conversation, just getting through the days was really valuable to me. So that's kind of what happened. But overall, the YouTube channel, still very happy with it. And again, I mentioned it earlier, 2 videos a day every day. I did do that, and I will say 2020 was the year that I kind of said to myself I might calm down doing 2 videos a day, but when all the lockdowns happened, I promised myself to maintain it for 2020, because if you're home, you have nothing to do, at least you've got a couple of Huzzy videos every day. That was kind of my logic. What I would say for 2021 is I'm still going to probably maintain 2 videos a day as much as I can, but there will probably be the odd day that I just need time off, or I'm just not feeling it, or I'm ill. There have been times I've not been feeling very well, but forcing myself to do stuff, that just isn't healthy. So for this upcoming year, primarily it will still be 2 videos a day, but maybe occasionally there won't be. And I'm going to say that, and probably I'll maintain nearly 2 videos a day every day for the whole of 2021, but I just would have warned if it occasionally happens that I don't, then there you go. I think most people will probably be like, that's fine, Huzz, because it's crazy that you do 2 videos a day. And it is, but yeah. Moving on to the Twitch channel. What can I say? The Twitch channel went mental this year, and I've been it's mentally been weird to deal with that for a couple of ways. One, I don't think of myself as anything special. Like, I don't. And to have the support that I have had this year has made me... I don't understand it, to be honest. This year we hit... All of our goals on Twitch have been shattered this year. Like, we're ending the year over 2,000 Twitch subs, which is mental. We nearly peaked at 4,000 Twitch subs earlier in the year. We had 3,800, I think. That's mental. We had at one stage over 4,000 live viewers. That was breaking another record. Every record we ever had on Twitch has been broken. Thanks. Like, I don't know. It's just been mental. Like, I love my community on YouTube, but my Twitch community, because it's more interactive. You know, there's people in the chat and you see them talking. They're talking to it. It's live. Obviously, it's more interactive. So my Twitch audience is wonderful. They really are. It's a pleasure to stream for them whenever I do. I still have had mentally a bit of a weird way of dealing with the success, if you will. Because, you know, let's not hide away with it. The money has been insane. And what I've sometimes been struggling with, you know, let's just take the months that I got near 4,000 Twitch subs. Again, do basic maths. 4,000 Twitch subs times $5 for each sub. Obviously, I don't get the full amount of money for that, but I get the vast majority. And that's just subs. That doesn't include bits or anything. Like, that's an insane amount of money. And for that, I don't think I deserve that, for one. But the weird thing has been, because of the year, I've never wanted to kind of talk about the success, because even though I want to celebrate it and be happy about it, at the same time, it's been a really bad year for a lot of people, you know, job-wise. Obviously other things as well. So it's been weird. You know, also now I've got to remember that my overall best year that I'm probably ever going to have as a content creator was also the year of a lockdown and stuff. And maybe I should swing that into a positive of maybe the reason for it was people were locked in, so they were more appreciative that I was streaming. I don't know, but yeah, like I don't know what to say. Like, it's been mental, and it's not just even just the Twitch streams itself. I've been several times this year thought of by big corporations in a positive way. Like, this chair sponsorship, that came to be because Riot chose me. That, you know, I didn't approach them. Riot and Secret Lab chose me because of who I am. Like, that's mental. The viewership record that we had, that was Twitch and Amazon selecting me for that sponsorship that put me on the front page of Twitch because of the way that I conduct things, and they were so happy with how I did it. So that's been fulfilling, that like what I do, it obviously is overall a good thing and a positive thing if I'm getting selected for these type of things. So that's been a really nice thing. But yeah, so all I'll say is, if you are anybody that has just watched any of my content this year, just thanks very much. Like, I still sometimes wake up and don't really believe that I get to do this, and I'm very happy for it. So I really appreciate it. Like, I really do. And hopefully 2021 will continue, and who knows, maybe grow a bit. Who knows? But I hope to do this job another few years, and I guess I can talk about the fact that obviously I have wanted to become a pilot, and that was always my backup plan. And if I'm honest, for the last couple of years I was kind of like, it might be my final year being a content creator. Probably not for a while now. I'm probably going to be a content creator for another few years if financially it's still a good thing to do and responsible as an adult, for the basic reason, a lot of you will probably see it as a positive that, Huzzy's sticking around, but because obviously of the pandemic, pilots, a lot of them, because no one was flying for so long, got let go. About 50% of pilots have not got a job, and they are now slowly being started to be hired back. But it's taking a long time for that process to happen, because the world still isn't back to normal, and people aren't just flying all the time anymore, for obvious reasons. So training new pilots is not a priority. Hiring brand new pilots is not a priority when you can hire a guy that has 10 years experience. So I am probably being delayed becoming a pilot. It's both a good and a bad thing. I still love being a content creator, so the good thing is I'm still around, but the bad thing is it's delaying my career, if that makes sense, because I'm a realist. I'm a decently sized content creator. I do quite well for myself, but I'm not a multi-millionaire that I can just ride the wave of my current success for the rest of my life. I have a decent amount of savings, but I can't. That's not going to do me for the rest of my life. I need to have a career after this is eventually over. And some people say it may never be over. Maybe, but realistic, it probably will one day. Or League of Legends will die, or something, like it will. Like, if you look at the YouTube channel, already the YouTube views are slowly going down. Like, that's kind of the point. So I've always planned to do that, but it's been delayed. But I'm happy partially it has been delayed, because I get to just keep doing this, and I like it. So hopefully you guys will be here for another couple years, like I will be, probably. And then the final thing to kind of talk about that I can remember, at least, and again, I might forget things, but is I have to talk about like friends and stuff. So I mentioned Vixie at the beginning of the video. She was really useful at the beginning of the year. She was, and she still is a great friend. But then my other friends as well, like my online friend group, my World of Warcraft buddies that I've known for 10 odd years. Obviously been a weird year for all of us as well. but we've still been chatting nearly daily. We've still been gaming occasionally, and those are guys that I could just rely on through all the time, and that's just very handy. So those guys have been great. My university real life friends that, once a month we used to meet up and go play some snooker, get some food, go watch a movie or something. Can't do that obviously this year, but we've turned it into a positive that we now once a week get together online and play video games. We never used to do that, and Warzone has obviously been that game because those friends are console players, and even they're on different consoles. But Warzone is that game that we all can play together on all the platforms. So that's been actually pretty good, and that's been really nice to actually play games with them once a week on average. And obviously some weeks we missed, or some weeks some people weren't there, but that has actually been quite good. And then finally, obviously, this year I met someone, and I've been dating them for 4 months officially, but we've been chatting for 5-ish. That has obviously been one of the biggest positives of this year. She's absolutely fantastic. She goes by the name Queen Pleb on stream, and that's been a really good thing. So before like bigger lockdowns happened, yeah, we went away on some weekend trips, and that was really good for my mental too. And that was great. And I'm looking forward to 2021 when hopefully by the summer things have calmed down, and hopefully we can go on a holiday. And when I move out, and as I said, when I move out, I don't want there to be any restrictions, that she can come and visit whenever she wants. So that has been a really good thing this year. So for me, that's been maybe the positive thing. Who knows where the future obviously lies, and I don't want to plan too far ahead, but who knows, in 10 years time, maybe the one thing I'll remember from 2020 would be that, but we'll see. But overall been really good for that. But that is the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully your 2020 has even, a weird one. Hopefully it hasn't been too bad. And hopefully you've had some positives throughout as well. So what I would say in the comment section, feel free to let me know how your 2020 went. But what I also want to know is how are you expecting your 2021 to go? For me, as I mentioned, I want to move out again when it's the right time. I want to my stream and my YouTube to still do well. I want my fitness to be amazing. And I want to go, holiday. I don't think I'm going to go to any events, or that makes me a bit bleh. But one, I don't think events are going to be on. And I still, I'm still feeling a bit weird if they're going to be safe. So maybe 2022, I'll wait till like Twitch cons and stuff like that again. But yeah, let me know what your 2021 is going to be looking like too. But that is going to be it. If you guys enjoyed, throw a like on the video, throw a comment, throw a subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you in 2021. Hopefully we'll get a bunch of new content. And, well, I didn't even mention League of Legends. Let's get Master again in League of Legends. That's another goal of mine, because I am playing really well right now. And I took season 2020, season 10 really casually. I'm not looking to take season 11 casually. I'm looking to try hard again. So that'll be good. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.